Hello, everybody, and welcome to our second October installment of the Coaching Seat TV with Toyinda LaShea, where we're all about sitting in our seat of authority so that the kingdom citizens can be infused with the power to dominate confidence, unleash potential, and leave a legacy. Now, these things are accomplished through extracting limiting beliefs, distractions, and interferences. I am Toyinda LaShea, a prophetess, a best-selling author, business consultant, master coach, public speaker mentor, and a threat to hell's kingdom. Now, last week we talked about transformational coaching and focusing on partnering with our coaches to shift them in terms of heart posture, the matters of the heart. And we help them as transformational coaches to see themselves differently. Because once you see yourself differently, you then begin to behave differently. I am so excited because in the studio with me today is a phenomenal transformation coach. We have author and self-love transformation strategist and coach Nioka Stuckey. She's joining me in the studio. She serves as a logistics manager for the U.S. Air Force, and she has completed the Champion Influence Coaching Certification Program as of 2019. Coach Nioka is the founder of, listen, Purple Lipstick Ministries. It's a mentoring movement for young girls and women ages 12 through 21. Coach Nioka, welcome into Dominion TV Studios with the Coaching Seat TV. I am so excited to have you here. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. I'm so honored to be a part of this platform and just to be here to share this space with you.
Wonderful. I'm excited to have you here. I'm excited. I want to open up and just ask, who is Coach Nioka Stuckey?
Wow, that's a loaded question. Well, I am a mother and I am a grandmother. We say me and ma in my space. But in the professional world, I am an influencer.
Yes.
I am someone that inspires life. I create change.
Yes.
I am a change agent.
Wow.
And hopefully it is my purpose and my plan to leave a legacy. Everybody that I encounter in my space, in their space, I hope that I leave a legacy that they can pass forward. I like to say that I'm the gift that keeps on giving.
I love it. I love it. I love
the
it.
gift that keeps on giving, because I share inspiration, I share motivation, and I share passion. My passion is to see people whole, to see people be the best version of themselves. And I know that that's a cliche, but it really is my heart's passion to see people be the best version of themselves. And that is my passion, because at some point I couldn't see myself in the best version of who I am. I could not see that. And so I had to go through some changes. I had to encounter some challenges, and I just had to deal with it and press forward. And as I began to be on the other side of what I was dealing with in life as a whole, I started to recognize that in other people. And I know how it made me feel when I was going through the challenges, when I was broken and pain was more obvious in my life than anything else. I knew what it felt like, and I know that that's not a feeling that anybody ever want to encounter, no matter what kind of wall they put up. And so I made it my passion, my purpose to help people become whole and ultimately the best version of themselves.
I love it. And you mentioned that becoming the best version of themselves or yourself is a cliche. No, that really started to become a prominent theme in the last 2 years, because we've seen movie stars, we've seen normal people struggle.
Yes, absolutely.
Struggle with transformation, struggle with things of the heart. How and where are you making impact?
Oh, wow. It's funny because there are some platforms, some places that I've made an impact that in the moment I had no idea until I receive a phone call, or until I encounter somebody in the streets and they say, hey, I remember you, or I remember, back when. In fact, with my children, they're out of high school now, but both of them had friends in high school that when I saw them years later after they become parents, they say, hey, I remember you, Jazz, you quiz mother, and I remember you came to the school and you really talked to me and you really helped me out. And that in itself just gave me, that was confirmation for me that I was in the right arena. So just living life daily, every day is my platform. I don't need social media and everything. And I understand nothing about social media, but I understand that my platform is wherever I am.
Listen, I love it. So your platform is wherever you are. Like, we're living epistles. Like, we are the church.
Absolutely.
My God. See,
Absolutely.
that'll preach. But let me
Absolutely.
focus. That'll preach. I love it. I love it. I know that you have a military background.
Yes.
Can you just talk a little bit about that?
Yes. So by trade, my military background is logistics. I'm a logistics manager. However, my passion and my focus is on the people. So I'm in the Air Force, and the motto for the Air Force is to fly, fight, and win. And I absolutely believe in the mission of the Air Force as the military as a whole. However, I understand that in order for us to fly, fight, and win, our people have to be whole. Our people have to be taken care of.
I love it.
And so right now I'm in the logistics platform, but I am currently working to transition into an arena where I can be more effective and influential among the people, the members. So when they show up to prepare to fly, fight, and win, they come whole. They come without worrying about home and worrying about what may or may not be working right in their lives. And because if we get distracted on the little things, then fly, fight, and win will fail.
Wow. Fly, fight, and win. I love that. How do you use that in your coaching work?
So I like to use a lot of scenarios to kind of explain what I'm saying, and a lot of people always say, well, you use analogies a lot, and I do, because for me analogies work. So
and for seers, analogy works.
Absolutely.
Okay, keep going.
Absolutely. So in the arena, when I'm discussing with my coachees and my mentees about life and overcoming, I use the analogies of the military because I know that when I first joined, I had to go to boot camp. I had to go to basic training.
Wow.
And yes, it was the hardest 8 weeks I've ever endured in my life, because they stripped me of everything I knew. They stripped me of the mindset that I had prior to arriving. And some people have said they brainwash you. Well, I mean, in a sense, they do, because you have to. In order for you to get where you're going, you have to divorce those prior mindsets.
Hold on. In order to get where you're going, you have to divorce the prior mindset.
Absolutely.
See, this is a transformational coach here. Go ahead, coach.
Yes, that's the only way you can transform. You have to release the past so that you can claim the future. And you have to, I like to use this analogy. If you go to a grocery store and you're making a purchase, that transaction cannot be completed until you make an exchange. You have to give the cashier the funds in order for that transaction to be complete. So you give the cashier your funds, the cashier give you your change, and now the exchange is complete. Process transformation has been made.
Wow.
And that's how we have
exchange,
to do. Yes, it's an exchange.
That's good. That's good. You are a certified champion influence coach. Yay.
Yay.
How are you using the skills from that course to transform others?
So what I wasn't expecting was to be as effective or influential within my own family.
Wow.
Yes, I was not expecting that, although that was a desire of mine, and God knows our heart, don't he? Because one of my younger sisters, she now calls me more than I can even imagine.
I love it.
She reaches out to me, and I talk to her, and I embrace her. And so now, although she's not an official coachee or mentee of mine, I use that to show her, to give her what I have received in going through the program. I give that to feed into who she is. Because again, she endured some challenges as a child, us growing in the same household. And so one thing that God told me, that I'm an Esther for my family.
Wow.
So I got to pull my family out of that, and I've got to get them free. And what other better way to do it than to go ahead and give them what God gave me? And so I'm so thankful to God for just being a part of my life and getting me through the process of now I'm on this side. I'm not there.
Right.
I haven't arrived,
Right.
but I'm so far from where I used to be.
I love it.
And I'm so glad that he's allowing me to be effective and influential with my family, because my family has always been my first ministry.
I love it. I love it. I can think back to how we met.
Yes.
It was at a
Yes.
stiletto
Yes.
warfare conference. Anytime you hear the word warfare and stiletto together, it is not going to be pretty.
Come on now.
But you're going to walk out pretty,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So we were at the conference together, and you were staying in that city at that
Yes,
time. And I remember Apostle Idella LaShea, who she is coming to Hartsville October 17th. She'll be at the House of Refuge Church for our second annual Warriors Conference.
Oh boy.
So Apostle,
Oh boy.
I went up there initially because I was having some pains in my arms. And she said, you know, come up front if you need help in terms of healing, you feel pain. So I went up for pain. But what I didn't realize is that the spirit was going to go down into the emotional pain that I was holding in my heart, that was stopping me from turning into the person that I was supposed to be, right? The person that God saw me as. And I remember her. Do you remember what happened with me?
I'll let you tell it.
I remember her grabbing me by my head and moving me across that floor and continuing to tell me that I was not an orphan. That I was not an orphan, and I was accepted in the beloved.
Yes.
And I see that as a transformational coach, those are the types of things that you work with your coachees on.
Absolutely.
So listen, next week we're going to talk about you being a transformational coach and how you're helping other people.
Yes,
So I want to thank you for joining me in the Coaching Seat TV. If this broadcast is blessing you, if it's giving you strength and some ideas and strategies to forge ahead, I want you to partner with me at Cash App, $Toyinda Smith. We'll see you next week. Hi, everybody. I am Toyinda LaShea, and I'm so excited to share with you 4 services that I provide. The first service is the International Champion Influence Coach Certification Program, where we certify professionals so that they can strategically help others and enter the coaching industry with confidently. The second service is the Champion Influence Coaching and Leadership Curriculum. This is a curriculum that allows individuals to grow and expand their leadership skills. The third service that we provide is the Champion Influence Create Champion Conversations public speaking course. It's a 5-week online public speaking course that helps individuals to become confident and engaging public speakers. And the last service that we provide is the Coaching Seat Continuing Education Platform Membership. This is a membership site that allows fresh and new coaches to strengthen their coaching posture and walk in confidence in the coaching industry. Welcome to the Coaching Seat TV with Toyinda LaShea, where we're all about sitting in our seat of authority so that the kingdom community can be infused with the power to dominate confidence, unleash potential, and leave a legacy. This is accomplished through extracting limiting beliefs, distractions, and interferences. I am so excited for the opportunity to be on Dominion TV with the powerful Dr. Dutton and Pastor Lynette Dutton. Make sure you download the app for Dominion TV, as well as catch this broadcast every Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. I want you to share it with your community, your clients, and your